Hello everyone. So a while ago we brought you a video about the traditional TJ LJ soft top installation. We did that on Steven's Jeep. Today we're going to bring you the Trektop installation. This top is made by Bestop. Uses the same door surround setup as the traditional soft top. It just does not have a frame like the traditional soft top does. So we will go through the basics of putting it all on and then show you how the corner pieces, the side pieces especially, go on, because there is a little bit of difference. So just like the traditional top, you use the door surrounds. The bolts go through the roll bar. This is what gives you your tight seal around your doors to help prevent moisture and things from getting in. Try to do this without climbing up on top, but not sure I'm going to be successful. So you just get them all the way down. Once you get them in place, I was hoping to do it without having to climb up there, but guess not. That bottom hole can be a pain.
It doesn't twist the right way.
Sometimes you just have to twist it, get the holes to line up. Once you get the holes lined up, it should go in fairly easily. Tighten them down until they're, snug. Finger tight snug, hand tight snug. side. So now once you got door surrounds on, the next step is the top. Pull your visors out of the way. Top has the windshield piece, mounts to the windshield, same spots that your hardtop would latch down, and then these arms attach to these loops right here on the doors, and they are there so that you can just fold back the front half of your top and still have the back on. So if it's just a quick trip you're wanting to make, you want a little bit of extra sun, you can just flip that back. So it's pretty easy. Get this on. Just throw it up there. Centered. One person can really do it pretty easily. Pull the pin back, slide it down, the pin will latch in. Same on the other side. And then you just make sure that it's sitting where it's supposed to, and just latch it. And that's the front. And back, it sits basically on the roll bar on each side and has these straps that come down and hook to the inside, I believe, right?
Yeah, I believe it's the inside. Yep.
Hold tight. And that is really the basics of the top itself. It is designed just like that. You can drive it around with just the bikini top basically. And that's all there is. If you want to, now that it's in place, it does have straps in the middle that are designed to go around the roll bar. However, if you have the sound bar in, you have to either loosen it up and slip it down between it and strap them, or just not use them. If you have the door pieces in place, it holds it in place just fine. But if you want to flip this back, there's nothing holding it right here in the middle, so other than the bar to the front, that does still hold tension on it. But if you want to really flip this back, you should take the strap, put it around the sound or around the roll bar so that it holds it snug in place. The last few times I've used it, I haven't. When Steven used it on his, I don't think he ever did either. So
I did the first time I installed it, and then I figured out it was kind of a pain, and I didn't do it after that.
So always make sure and remember to put your door, door pieces on. It helps tension, keep tension. And that is that. Now, the way these side pieces go on, especially in extremely chilly weather, well, I would say anything below 70, 75 degrees.
Yeah, when I was looking at it, I think they said 75 to 80 degrees is optimal temperature.
It can be a real pain to stretch and get the back window in. So I'm going to show you how they go in, and then I'll show you kind of what I do or have done in chillier weather to get it to kind of work. So put the top zipper on. You can zip it pretty much as far as you want to.
Goes on the other side of the...
At this point, and it goes, pretty much just like that. And you fold this down, make sure the Velcro's on it. Now, at this point, you have to stretch this around the door and down along here. And we'll do that now, and then when I show you how I put the rear window in, I'll take it back apart. But you just, right on this corner I found is about the easiest, and then there's this little corner here which can be a pain, but if you do just kind of that corner and then around this corner, goes in fairly easily, just like so. Tuck that in, zipper goes down, and then on this you just start on one side, flip it up so it goes under the rail, that side rail is on. There's a corner rail, there's two pieces or three pieces, and you just fit them around the corner, just like that. It has little thumb straps, finger straps to help you pull it, especially when it's cold, to help you get it stretched down and around. We'll do the other side. So you can run it just like this without the back window. In previous models, Bestop had elastic straps that with a snap on them, so you could roll the window up, run your strap around it, and then you always had your window just sitting there, and when it rained or something, you could just quickly get out, undo the two snaps, and roll it down and zip it in place. They have not done that on this model. I actually think it would be nice if it was there. However, on previous models they also had a zipper that went across the top. This one just has a little rail system, and so the back window just slides from one side to the other, or you could hop it down in, but it's easier just to slide it from one side to the other. So it comes and goes, put in, take out pretty easily, and you just roll it and stick it in the back. So, but you could definitely just drive it around like this as well if you wanted to. without any problem. But putting the back window in is where all the hardship comes. So again, on the top it's got the slide rail system with the little lips so that it interlocks. On the bottom it has a bar that hooks to the two I don't know what they're called, but two metal pieces that go on each side of the tailgate, and you lock that in, and that's what holds that in place. But to start with, you just hold this up, move this out of the way, and then you just take and lock that in there and just slide it all the way across. So it's in there all the way. And now this is where it gets really tricky when it's cold. As you see, there's this huge gap here, and there's not as big a one on the other side when you first start. So if you start on one side or the other and push it over, pull it over far enough that you can get it started, then your issue is, how do I, suck up that gap? How do I get that in there? You can use a lot of brute force, you can pull on the zippers, you can do all kinds of things, which usually ends up in the zipper breaking or, something just really unfortunate happening. Or you can do what I have discovered to be probably the easiest, and that is come back over here, take this completely out of the bottom, take it out of the door surround, then you come over here and you just pull this up so that it's as close as you can get it. Still requires quite a bit of tugging. You can undo the other side as well. Give it a couple of tugs to try to stretch it this way as much as you can, and endeavor to get that zipper to go in. Then once you have the zipper in place, you have much more body to hold on to and really force and fight to get this back into this channel from here than you do two little ends on the zipper. So then I come back over here.
It's also important to note that the fabric's a little stronger than the zipper is.
Come over here, just work this back into the channel, and then on the bottom again, just work your way all the way down, and then the fabric's stretching, not just the zipper and the threads on that one spot. So come over the rest of the corner pieces. Again, sometimes you end up having to undo both sides so you have enough flex, especially if it's really extremely cold. But it has worked pretty well for me. But one of the biggest reasons Steven went with the traditional top is, number one, he wanted to try it. He likes the idea of how the frame holds it in place, and you can take just the windows out, because this uses this corner piece with a hard piece of plastic in it for its structure and support, versus the traditional top has the metal frame. So there's a lot of back and forth. I really like the traditional top, but the biggest reason I think Steven wanted to try it was he did rip out, or did break, one of the zippers Luckily it was within his warranty period with Bestop, and they did replace the side piece. But even after that, it can be when it's a little chillier, like if you've been out during the daytime, it was nice and warm, but then you get back to camp or you get home and it looks like it's going to rain, and you know you're going to park it for a few days, but by the time you get outside the sun's gone down, it's in the low 70s or high 60s, or it can really be a pain to get this back window in place. Then you just pull all your pieces, get them all lined up where they're supposed to be, and then, you know, zipping it down is easy as that. Now, I don't currently have these two metal pieces in place right here, but you take these screws out, they mount there. To be honest with you, 100%, I am not sure even where they are. But what they do is you lock this piece in, so it holds it flat like that, and then it gives the lip here for your tailgate to close against, which then makes a quote-unquote watertight seal. So it helps keep water out of the inside and gives it something solid to hold it down, and then you can lap this over and it latches into the little lip. However, if you just, you know, keep the zipper on it, it still works well enough. So that's pretty much the Trektop install. One person can definitely do it, and I don't know how long it's been, about 20 minutes probably. If you've already got the main piece in place and all you're doing is putting the windows in the back, you know, the back window in, it can be done in 5 minutes. If it's warm, if it's cold, it might take you, you know, a few extra because you've got to undo the side piece and stretch it. And so if it's looks like it's going to rain, you're better off to stop before you get into the rainstorm than after it, you know, it's already raining, and doing it while you're getting soaking wet. But all that's really all there is to it. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I hope it's been helpful and informative. Please like, subscribe, and share. Leave your comments below. Let us know what else you'd like us to show and demonstrate. And